Just talking about Brexit, when we get to 2019, do you envisage a transition period where there's a transitional deal, we continue contributing to the EU budget for some access to the single market?
Well, what I'm focusing on is obviously preparing to trigger Article 50 and then we'll be in those formal negotiations. I'm focusing and I'm determined to get the best deal for the United Kingdom in those negotiations.
Do you think you can deliver on Vote Leave's pledge to transfer £350 million from the EU budget to the NHS?
I think when people voted on the 23rd of June in the referendum and voted to leave the European Union, they were looking at a number of things. They wanted us to have control of movement of people from the EU into the UK, control of our laws and control of our budget. We'll be out there negotiating the best deal for the UK. I'm optimistic, but I'm also very determined about what we can achieve for the UK.
Does that mean more money for the NHS?
I'm determined that we will get the best possible deal from leaving the European Union.
Except the people they voted for what they saw on the side of the bus, the Vote Leave bus.
I think what people voted for on the 23rd of June was leaving the European Union, taking control of our budget, control of our laws and control of the movement of people from the European Union into the United Kingdom. People voted for that and I'm determined to deliver on it.
Was it an honest campaign from Vote Leave?
The referendum campaign took place. Everybody went to the polls who voted and the majority voted for us to leave the Euro.
An honest campaign.
But I think what we need to do now is not focus on what happened during the campaign, but focus
on, though, isn't it? That's what people voted on.
People voted on whether or not they wanted to leave the European Union. They voted to leave the European Union, and what I'm focusing on now is, and I'm determined to do, is to deliver on that and to make a success of it.
You weren't part of the Vote Leave campaign, you weren't Prime Minister at the time, you don't have a mandate as such from the British people. That should be decided by Parliament.
Yeah. We have, the government has a mandate from the British people. We were elected, the Conservative Party was elected into government in 2015, and the government has a mandate from the British people to leave the European Union. Remember, Parliament gave the choice to the people. Yeah. Parliament voted 6-1 to say to the British people, what is your view? Should we remain or should we leave?
Stephen Phillips left the Conservative Party saying it was becoming like UKIP. What do you say to that?
I'm determined that we're going to deliver what the British people want, and that is what they said they wanted in the referendum on the 23rd of June.
Can you give me a response to the fact I'm asking about someone who's resigned from the Conservative Party, describing it like UKIP?
You've asked me about what I'm doing as Prime Minister and what I'm the sort of, you're asking me about the sort of government that I'm leading, and I'm telling you the sort of government I'm leading is a government that's determined to focus on the issue that was determined by the British people of leaving the European Union.